Good morning. Good morning. It is 3:09 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now, and got up this morning. So the surprising thing about waking up this early in the morning is it took a long time to get used to. But believe it or not, for as many people who says I'm not a morning person, there's a certain level of satisfaction with getting up and knowing that you're getting things done a little bit quicker. The only problem that I've ran into was my discipline. Facebook, YouTube, some of these other social media applications give you the ability to look and see how much time have I spent in this particular area. And I looked at Facebook, and it says that I spent an average about 23 days or 23 hours a day, 20 to 30 minutes a day on Facebook, which probably to most people doesn't seem like a lot. It's probably pretty normal. And then on YouTube, I spent an average time of about 45 minutes a day, spread out throughout the week on YouTube. And what I did was Sunday, as I was looking at these stats, I decided that I was going to make a change. I decided that I was no longer going to utilize that hour, because when I started thinking about 1 hour, it doesn't seem like a lot. But when you have as much going on as I do, as you do you have an hour to spare on random TV watching? Now, mind you, I'm not looking at, what would be deemed insignificant stuff, but nevertheless, it's an hour spent, but should probably be used more productively. And I'm a highly disciplined individual, but for even all the discipline that I have, I still struggle in one area. Hard. And here's the challenge. Once you've identified it, once you've identified what's stopping you. Listen, last year, I had my best year in real estate. Last year, I broke bonds and I broke chains of family issues. I broke things inside of me that were always something that was hindering me. Last year was truly a year of breakthrough. But how do you go to the next level? You have to identify what's stopping you. I can name off 100 things that I'm disciplined at. I'm disciplined in what I eat. I'm disciplined in my waking up. I'm disciplined in my gym routine. I'm disciplined in even taking cold showers in the morning. Ice cold. I'm disciplined. But we all have that one thing. Something that we struggle with. Something that if you were to have a breakthrough on it, could even take what was my best year ever in real estate and double or quadruple it. You have to identify what's holding you back. You have to identify your crutch. Because if you don't identify it, it's real hard to get to that next level. It's real hard to elevate, to reach a level of promotion. And I know this. And there was a sense of this overwhelming sense of just regret. And then as I was walking into the kitchen area to get some coffee, God spoke to me and he says, I forgive you. And it was such a overwhelming, fulfilling experience to know that even though I may have done something wrong, that I was forgiven. Like this morning. This isn't something that I'm talking about weeks ago or yesterday. This happened this morning, and it brought to mind this conversation that I'm having, which is you can stay in that repetitive motion of doing the same thing that you know is hurting you, and you're fine, and you can be forgiven, and you can get, you know, it's washed away. But the problem is it's not going to allow you to get to the next level of promotion, because it's standing in the way of you and your destiny. It's standing in the way of me and my destiny. It's so funny that I can identify it. Can I conquer it? Okay, right? We identified it, but can we conquer it? Now what's the next step? It's obvious. How do we conquer it? I don't know. But the fact that I even got to this level of understanding, this level of recognizing it's huge. And when you get to a level of understanding and of recognizing that it's one thing, it's always going to be one thing, you'll have just the greatest breakthrough as I did. I like when I'm in church, and the reality of things is you can love God all you want. You can be a faithful, church-going, Jesus-loving individual all you want. But you're not going to be above problems coming at you. The least you can do for yourself is not be a part of the problem. It's one thing for external things to come at you. It's another thing for you to be the problem. That has to be corrected. And then you can fight the things that are external a lot easier. But fix what's internal first.